Hello everyone and welcome to Dead Cells. Decided to pick up another roguelike while we're doing Children of Morta. Not sick anymore, though depending on when I put these videos out, the sickly Children of Morta videos might not come out around the same time. I don't know. I have already played this a bit on my own without recording it, and I beat the final boss. The normal final boss, at least. I'm curious. Okay, nope, it only works. Looks like I had a bad time with it. The game wants me to learn how to play, but I already know how to play. So we can't speak, we can only think. What's the matter, cat, got your tongue? Ah yes, that's right, no tongue. Yeah, we don't have a head. Anyway, it must be strange to be back from the dead. I mean, surely you must have noticed. You can no longer die. I really don't understand it. But you're not the first to find yourself in this situation, if that's what you want to know. Shouldn't you be on your way? Gotta grab the shield. I don't like ranged weapons in this game. Like, why would I want a ranged weapon when I can just own enemy face? Ow. With, a melee weapon, which is far more effective. And parry shots and enemy attacks rather than dodge them, because parrying is so much more effective. Let's grab ourselves an upgrade. These scrolls upgrade our health and then the effectiveness of our equipment, depending on what color the equipment is. I want a health upgrade. If we hold jump and down while in midair, oh, we got a blueprint. We slam, which can damage enemies. I'm tickling as fast as I can, but nothing's happening. The game might be a little loud. I'm recording this from my Switch, so the settings are always a bit off. Hooray! The Vorpan! I love this thing. Because it has heavy stun. It stuns frequently. Well, I just suck, don't I? Oh, wait. What did I set my diet to? Monster, okay. Let's just lower the volume to half. Because I hear it through my OBS program. I'm rubbing. It ain't working. Nutcracker, I don't want it. So, in Dead Cells, there are progression-based abilities. As you get at specific moments. We don't have any right now. So, like, we can't do the tickle or the rub or anything like that. Promenade of the Condemned. That is the way we want to go. Also just love the sound effects of the frying pan. Also, the movement in this game is fantastic. Like, it's just so easy to get around and quick. And I think killing enemies gives you a speed boost occasionally. I really don't know how the speed boost works, I'll be honest. Oh yeah, that's right. So having access to the different movement abilities gives us access to new areas in the game. I did not make it here in 2 minutes. So I can't open this door. I also didn't kill 30 enemies without taking damage. Well, look who it is. I'm the Collector, and I'm about the closest thing you'll find to a decent company around here. Bring me the cells you gather from the others. In exchange, I'll procure a few useful little items for you. Should you stumble upon a blueprint, bring it to me and I'll introduce you to some more experimental items. So, we found the blood sword blueprint. So, since I think you have to actually get the blueprints to him in order for him to unlock it. Let's get ourselves a mutation. I always like necromancy. Funny, they look a little like me. Oh. Oh, I love this part. I'm really happy I found this great stinking pile of corpses. You can't even imagine all the stuff you can find in here. By the way, it's an odd thing to say, but you kind of look like these guys. Oh yeah, sorry about the smell. In any case, it beats selling a bunch of old stuff. Yeah, stuff. Well, I'm going back to digging through the filth for some more goodies. I'll see you again, I guess. I'm not giving up. You'll talk to me. Fine. And then now we can fill our healing flask and restore our health. So, beating the game isn't the end. You unlock hard mode. This game's a little like Dark Souls conceptually, in that if you die, you lose everything. I mean, that's kind of roguelikes in general, honestly. Love the serenity. Reach the promenade of the condemned for the first time. I am doing it terribly. So that's another progression-based ability that we need for that particular rune on the ground. Why can't you die in one hit? It's probably because my shield is crappy. So right now, I think you get movement speed from killing enemies without taking damage. I want this. So that training dummy buffs enemies with invulnerability. We don't like him. Doors can be open normally, but crashing through them stuns enemies if they're near the door. Ow, ow! I'm usually better than this, I swear. So here's an area where we could break through the ground, but we again don't have the ability. Tickle! Tickling, it does nothing. I timed my parry wrong. That's an elite enemy. They usually drop goodies. In this case, it drops a tickle rune. Vine rune. This permanent rune causes climbing vines to grow. Oh, also, the thing that I threw out is this. So long as you're close to active traps like this, they'll do different things depending on what the trap is. This one fires spinning blades at enemies to bleed them. Very useful. Especially since the bleed debuff stacks. Ow. See, I can open doors like a civilized human being, and I don't think I am one. Hup. Those guys are gonna be on our case until I find the thing. Okay, I need to heal before I die. Certain melee weapons stun when you hit. Ow, what is this crap? Topaz Amulet, minus 5% damage received, downward smash attacks burn the ground. I don't think I can parry attacks of invincible enemies, which is kind of dumb in all honesty. I mean, yeah, again, just dodge it, but... I've programmed myself to parry so effectively most of the time that, I forget to dodge. Oh. Yeah, if you land from a if you land from a high height, you can, you get stunned briefly, but you don't take fall damage. A statue of the king of the island. How could he see anything with that helmet on? So there's a thing up here, we can't get it. I thought what? Downward smash attacks burn the ground. I guess I have to drop from high enough. See, that up there is the gardener key. We got another scroll. This one doesn't let us upgrade any attribute. It only lets us upgrade specific ones. Now, I'm obviously not about to beat the game on this first run. Spartan Sandals, a hilarious but ineffective weapon. So, if we could rub this totem and, like, make it do something, because I can rub it all I want, but it won't do anything. It will accomplish nothing. We could go into another area. Like, for example, now that we have the vine rune, we can tickle the slime. And go to a new area. That is probably a significant upgrade on my current one. 2 extra jumps in midair, dodging plants a bomb, or like the best item in the game. This weapon, this skill item can trap enemies, can trap bosses, which is insanity. I think I'll take the pan, honestly. And I can't sell my current one because I lack the ability. So we're able to get into this room because we completed the area in enough time. I don't want those, I want this. So now we maintain some of our money when we die. I want to unlock the random... So, right now, without these 2 abilities, we start with the same bow and shield every time we go through. Whereas if we get those abilities, we could get any bow or shield that we've collected, that we've gained through the collector. As well, I think there's one shield that's just permanently unlocked anyway, and it'll become the new default shield, which is so much better than the wooden one. The wooden one gets the job done because shields are... Every shield does something different, but they all parry, and that's what I love them for. A room with a view. Get to the ramparts for the first time. Like, our old wooden shield is crap. To put it plainly. Oh, hi. Unknown artifact. Custom difficulty unlocked. Okay, what is giving us? Ice grenade. Biters crawl from the dead. So that little critter. That exploded from the enemy that I killed is from the frost bomb. And they'll last for a few seconds and teleport near me, and if I have them, they'll attack enemies nearby me. It's not very effective on a frost bomb because frost bomb I can only use every so many seconds. Slurp. So we can't produce many crawlers with that. I don't understand why this is not a freaking... This is technically a ranged attack. So it takes... If I get randomized bow, I can get Frost Blast instead of a bow. I think that's how that works. But it's not very useful, in my opinion. I really wish it was a skill instead, but it's not. Nothing to do about it. Fire damage does stack over time. Honestly, I feel like dealing with this guy more. I am not about to die to you, fool. I'm going to die to you, though, because I'm an idiot. Body desecrated. We lost 12 cells. This is the first episode, so I'll do 2 runs. Ow. Bam. Back already? Seems like you've been having a rough time of it. Have you noticed how things seem to change each time you pass through? Eh? One could get to thinking that the island is alive. It's quite ridiculous, wouldn't you say? Dead man's bag. So, because we have the dead man's bag, we get our health back. What? Or we get our money back whenever we die. Huh? Oh, it automatically only replaces my ZR. Also, I've changed the control scheme quite heavily. Just because this feels more natural and it's easier to do, it complements the movement of the game more. I can maintain my movement abilities while still attacking. Okay, so what happened there was my arrows were stuck in a still living enemy. And my arrows will return to me naturally. Ah, why am I so bad? Whoops. Let's get the tactics so that our bow deals more damage. Tickle. I actually want to show something in the options real quick. You have diet, and this changes the appearance of the food that enemies drop. So you got carnivore, Castlevania-esque, which I think makes them drop chickens, vegetarian, fruitarian, monster, and baguette. And if you choose baguette, it makes enemies drop croissants and baguettes. Throwing knife would replace my bow, but I've used the throwing knife before and I don't like it. I'll try and mix it up for the sake of entertainment. But I'm also likely going to try and go for specific builds. Oh, I hate the bow as I'm wrecking shop with it. And now we can go into the toxic sewers. I believe we get another, if I remember correctly, we get another progression rune. Infantry bow 30. Hunter instinct. So mutations give us passive effects. You can only have 3. This one gives us back our skills, which are on X and Y. The more enemies that we kill without using our melee attacks, so with ranged or killing them with parries, just as, because it should work killing them with parries, but I'm not 100% certain on that one. Hey you, come here a second. A little slow, but you seem to understand what I'm saying. I lost my rune. So you see I'm a little stuck, and I need my rune, you see. You wouldn't mind finding it for me, would you? Ho ho, thank you. It's somewhere around here in these sewers, on your side of the bars. Bring it back to me quick. I love how expressive the character is. He's hysterical. We have a limited number of shots, but we can increase that with a mutation. And if I survive long enough, I probably will. Starting sword, I don't think you can actually get anymore after you get, because you can randomize your melee weapon eventually too. Ow! Oof. See, this is where having a shield would come in handy. But it's okay. I can be a ranged guy. It's just a little bit harder. Oh gosh. You also lock on to targets with ranged attacks to a certain extent. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh no! That enemy drops explosive eggs when it dies. Oh man, the game is out to get me today. I'm gonna call it for this one here. Well, actually, before I do that, I'm gonna bap, and then grab this, and then grab this. Ta-da! I think I can interact with the giant now. Giant skeleton. This huge skeleton doesn't bode well. I really wonder who killed him. He looks way more dead than me. Yeah, he's not gonna move anytime soon. Odd kind of place no matter how you look at it. I imagine this will be a sight to behold when you and the collector have lit up all the flasks up. You betcha. You're working on it, aren't you? Obviously, you're chipping away at it, like all the others. So, these flasks hold the items that we've found, that we've unlocked from the collector, or that we've just outright found. I might be mistaken, but I don't think, yeah, you have to find, items for randomization. You have to find them first through the game if they're not unlocked from the collector. Hey, open up! Hey there. I know what you've been up to. Oh yes, I know all your dirty little secrets. And I've been writing them all down in my little book. That's what I do. You kill things, I take notes. So he keeps track of everything that we've done. Okay, no. So these are all the things that I currently have available. So balance blade, twin daggers, nutcracker, and multiple knocked bow, throwing knife, electric whip, firebrands, frost blast, cudgel, greed shield, vorpan. Grill, fry, burn, reheat. That's fantastic. 2 daggers for the price of 1. Slice and dice. Guaranteed to please. Skills that we found. That we have access to even. Different things. Secret portals open. Secret portals? I don't know that I've ever found a secret portal. Not even in my other playthrough. Huh. Oh well. That's going to call it for this episode of Dead Cells. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.
Thanks so much for watching. You can check out some of my other videos on the right, and if you'd like to follow my content, be sure to click that subscribe button.